I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, well, shit, I didn't realize I thought that was a playlist. My bad. Whopping 4 people here. How's it going, everybody? Hope your Monday's going well. Y'all excited to be reopening the economy yet? You excited to go? Well, not you, Jables. You've been at work this whole time. All you essential employees out there, we're gonna forget all about you once we're all back in our nail salons and our gyms and our... Hang on, I gotta pull that up, actually. Where was that? Yeah, there it is.
Stop the ass kissing with
I
you.
love that. Justice Skyman's resubscribed to Tier 1. That's 8 months. Yay go me. Yay go you indeed, my friend. Yay go you. Let's take a look, see who we've got hanging out. There's 5 people over on YouTube. No one's chatting. Here we got Bud Babe, Liz, Jables, Brainwash, Lord Flappy Hat, of course. We've got ourselves Crab 90 and a Skull Maggot as well. Maybe this is actually reading correctly and there's only fucking 4 people watching right now. Let's find out. Liz is not here, by the way. So, my bad. Liz is not here. This is Lizbot 5000. She's put together by the Russians to throw the election by chatting in my chat here. Yeah. But yeah, Dead Wolf's here as well. All right, cool. The restaurant you work at has doubled sales since quarantine. Yeah, that's something I noticed too. It's a funny ass thing. It's like half the country's like, oh my god, I love cooking at home. I love being self-sufficient. And then all the people who've been out there for fucking years screaming, gotta be self-reliant. You fucking know you don't need no fucking handouts. You gotta take care of yourself. And all of a sudden their roots come in and now it's a goddamn human rights violation to tell people not to go out and get sick. Well, shit. A philosophical question about your motivations you want to run? Okay. Well, I'll pull you in just a second there, because I'm deciding Mondays are the casual, super casual nights where I barely plan anything and where I show up and I just talk at you like I'm Bill Burr on a Monday morning or a Thursday afternoon. Except maybe I'm going to... I'll tame the accent a little bit, and I'm going to keep the hair. And don't worry, Liz, I'm going to keep the beard, because I only have one razor that's about 2 years old. Now, granted, I've used it seldomly enough to where I could probably get another couple shaves out of there, but I'd be probably better off just scraping a sharp piece of broken slate across my face. How's the couch? What couch? This couch, it's terrible. I keep sleeping on it. It's fucking horrible. It's all like got that little divot. And so, like, whereas in a normal bed, which I own, I just never seem to make it to. Last night I sat down, I tried to watch Ozark. That didn't last very long. What's up, kid? You want to come say hi?
That teacher, Miss Ass I had, that rude teacher in 4th grade, that assistant teacher in 4th grade. Yeah, we were talking about how rude she was.
You still hung up on a teacher from 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Learn
she was
to let it
terrible
go.
to me and Assen.
Learn to let it go.
Do you want to hear? You don't even hear any stories about her.
Well, no, I heard all the stories when they happened. What I'm saying is, though, is if you hold on to that grudge, it'll eat you up inside. Anyway,
Nah,
you want to say hello?
Sup? I'm talking to my friend.
All right, yeah. She's in full teenager mode right now. It's kind of awesome. It's kind of awful, really. And now it's gossip time. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. It's we're in full teenager mode now. Once upon a time, there was, it was, I love your dad. I love my dad. Let's hang out. Let's watch movies together. Let's go for walks. Let's go to movies. Let's go play. And now it's, get out of my room. I don't want to see you. I'm talking to my friends. There's gossiping. Oh, no, and it's funny, too. It's, all right, so actually, yeah, Brainwash, because she's going to be 12 this month. Yeah. It's funny how it changes, isn't it? You go from the best person in the world to like the biggest piece of shit you can imagine being without even changing a thing. All of a sudden, they're just like, no, I don't like you anymore. I don't want to hang out with you anymore. I want to do TikTok. Oh, God. Yo. Yo. Hey, if you're going to be gossiping, shut one of these doors.
Yeah, when my mom heard the story, she got
What
so...
do you get? Oh, you stealing my pickles? Yeah. Pickle beef. Anyway, so yeah, it's been fun. She comes back over now, and we're back on schedule, and it's like, hey, do you want to? No. Oh. Well, what do you want for dinner? Nothing. I don't like anything. I don't like people. I don't like food. I don't like this. I don't like... And it's funny because I can remember being this age myself. And you think back to that point in which there's like a brief period in your adolescence where you think not liking shit like means like you're assertive and that you're asserting your own identity. And oh, God. Still, I know him, a few years' time. She's going to be 12. So in about 5 years' time, I'm going to be her favorite person again when she starts needing money. It's kind of what I'm betting on. Kind of what I'm banking on. Kind of assuming is going to happen. But hey, let's look at some silly shit, shall we? Let's take a look here. What the fuck? How did I fuck this up? Oh, I just changed it. That's right. Hold on a quick sec. I want to see if I can find something. I just preferred my old GIF, Some things are good to change, other things not so much. I'm not big on this change business. There we go. Are we? Is it up? It's almost perfect. See, aren't you glad I'm not trying to do this on the spot like before, which was a fucking nightmare. There we are. Cool. That'll do. Let's transition. Look at that. I even remembered to update the show text. Isn't that fun? Jables really wants in. Okay. Let's pull the Jables in here. See what's what. What kind of deep philosophy questions he has to ask of me.
Oh, yeah?
Why? Oh, God damn it. It's playing through the wrong speaker again.
Yeah, is that what you want?
There we go. That's better. So what's up, Jables?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey. So I've been playing around with the question, do I make people laugh because I want them to be happy? Or do I make people laugh because I want to think that I'm surrounded by happy people?
Why does it have to be one or the other? Exactly. See, I know for my part.
Because I'm trying to figure out my motivations. I don't know.
Oh, well, sometimes, it's best not to ask questions. It's best just to have fun. But I'd say both.
Yeah, but sometimes I listen to Art is Dead and I want to cry.
Okay.
So, like, it's...
Well, I mean, it's, it's like anything else. It's, like, it's funny, like, all the comedians' podcasts I've been listening to and binging lately, right? When I hear them, like, talk about how, they're like, oh my God, it's been 52 days since I've done a set, right? And you can hear, like, the withdrawal in their voice. I recently kind of came to... Well, I recently just sort of came to notice, I'm like, I don't have that because I've never done a proper, like, stand-up set before, right? So, like, I can't exactly miss it. But I do miss going out to the bar, getting, like, 1 or 2 whiskeys in me, so I've got a decent buzz. And then just riffing to make whoever is within earshot laugh. And it was like, and you ask what the motivation is. I usually found myself doing that shit when I was just depressed as fuck. I'm like, hey, if I make some other people laugh and I can laugh at my own jokes, not bad, right?
Yeah, I'm just sad, so I'm going to do a set, essentially.
Yeah.
That's what you were doing.
Yeah, no, it's great.
And by the way, I see Ben in the chat. Ben, I've heard you've been talking shit.
Christ,
yes, I have been on stage. Go shut your fucking whore mouth.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, tame.
sorry. I turned that.
Pump the brakes.
I turned that negative.
Pump the brakes.
I'll pump the brakes.
See, I mean, listen, here's the thing, like, if Ben in the chat can get you going, like, how the fuck are you gonna stand up to a legit heckler, huh? See?
Oh, no, it's not that he's talking shit. It's that he's talking shit behind my back. That's the difference.
He's talking
If he was talking
comedy
shit
shit.
to my face, I could deal with
Well,
that.
I mean, I know I got a DM from him asking if you were secretly Carlos Mencia. So.
Oh, that's fucking harsh. Like,
That
I even
totally.
rail against Robin
Jables,
Williams. Do you
I'll
think?
tell you. I'll tell you. I mean, that totally happened too. That totally happened. So, yeah. Yeah, there's no worries. But it has been funny though, because like in the same way, right? I actually sat down. Did you watch the SNL sketches that were making the rounds on the news? Like they were praising them, like, look at what the Saturday Night Live cast was able to do using Zoom.
I haven't watched SNL since like 1978.
Yeah, you weren't born then, but yeah. Well, no, I mean it's just funny. It was like when we looked at that digital stand-up venue thing, remember? And like, that one comic who you said was otherwise, he's a good comic normally, but to see him like trying to do these like dual character fake green screen skits, which you could tell he put less thought into than I did with my promos, or he's just like really really green with it. But so first you see these professional hosts and these professional TV comedians like trying to catch up to this kind of shit that like so many of us have been doing for years. And then when you listen to the comics talk, like the first couple times I was hearing them, like everyone from like Rogan to fucking Kreischer. I think like even when Trussell was on Rogan, he was saying the same thing. Like they're all getting these withdrawals. Like it's been fucking weeks since I've done a show.
Yeah.
At first, I was kind of
Kreischer's adjusted to the internet pretty well. So like, I'm not gonna.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of the stand-ups, like if they're just showing up to try and like crack jokes, like do like the good podcast joke style thing. Like I like Rogan's show except when he has dipshits like Tim Pool on, right? But it's not like he can know what a piece of shit fraud that kid is. But it's like when I see when I see the comedians on though, at first when I was hearing them talk about this like sense of withdrawal, like I haven't done a set in 52 days or something, I like sympathize with them, like yeah, that's gotta suck. And then I found myself sitting around thinking, I'm like, why isn't I haven't been able to write like bits or come up with and produce like promo skits in a long time. And I realized like the thing that fell off, it's like comedy really is like a muscle like that. Because when I was depressed before, I'd just go to the bar, I'd drink like 2 whiskeys, and then literally anyone within earshot was treated to just me going off. And usually worked out pretty well. I can say this with confidence because it resulted in a lot of free drinks being bought for me. And they're like, keep going.
Yeah, but they're not written bits. It's different.
Oh yeah, no, it's just riffing, But it's
that's purely just charisma.
But it's the act, I think. Like the act. I hate to. It sounds so fucking pretentious to say, but it's the act of comedy, right? It's the just, hey, I was having a shitty day. Now I'm gonna like get my own endorphins and shit running by virtue of just making somebody laugh, right? And it's
I was walking by the pizza place where I generally like write my jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the 2 bartenders that I generally run my jokes by, they were both working, so I just ended up doing like a 5-minute set for him real quick. Just like
Now Crab in the chat says he's like, oh god, you finish your point.
Yeah, they were just super happy to hear some new jokes that I've been working on.
Yeah, it's just like something to break up the day. It's like, oh hey, that was fun. That's funny. But I mean, like, yeah, Crab was saying he liked Rogan's interview with Robert Downey Jr. I'll be honest, like most of his interviews I really like. When I see shit, he had Pool on, I'm like, I gave it like 5 minutes. I'm like, no, I'm not giving this little cunt any of my time. And then what is it? He had like, I think it was Brett Weinstein on.
They mostly talked about conspiracy theories and zombies.
No, I know, but you will never find, you will never find a topic on the face of this earth or within the expanse of mankind that I will ever be remotely interested in listening to Tim Pool opine on. And then like Brett Weinstein was on, right?
Yeah.
I've got respect for that guy because like he knows his shit and he's got like, he's a smart dude. But the entire time he was just sitting there just spouting off this Minds IRL Sargonista culture war shit. Like, goddamn, can 2014 please fucking end?
Okay, so Weinstein wants so hard to be a comedian. And who was that guy? Something Friedman. Lex Friedman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Milton Friedman. I'm like, I'm not sure like he's necessarily one of the funny ones out there. But go on.
Yeah, he was talking on Joe Rogan's show about like, yeah, Weinstein's a great guy to chat with, but he constantly tries to be witty and joking instead of actually saying what he's trying to say.
That's how you fuck it up, is when you try.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's like anything else. Like, some people are naturally like articulate and eloquent. Some people have that knack with words. So like they could say the most mundane thing, but their vocabulary is just naturally strong enough to be like, that was profound. It's like, no, I was asking what time the bus gets here. And it's like, it's like, well, it's kind of like watching John Lovett's attempt stand up. Like that is not his. That is, it's you can see all of the effort, and that kind of ruins it.
His personality tied in with the script is fantastic.
Yeah,
but
he's a great comic actor.
Yeah,
and it's I don't know. It's one of those things. I'm like, I can see that a lot. Like it's funny because it's the opposite with Rubin. Like Dave Rubin seems to have convinced himself he is a comedian. I have yet to be remotely convinced of this. It's like, wow, it's effortless, but it's bad.
No, I've seen some of his earlier like actual stand up before he got involved with the Young Turks even.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
No?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the bitch of success. It's like you get to a level, and especially like if you're like him, when you're just like, you just find a grift. You find a narrative, a thing, like a sort of a bit that you never stop doing.
I would still go see a Jimmy Dore set any day of the week.
I'll be honest, I can't find Dore too funny either. I've tried. It's just
I do.
It all feels like his podcast, and it's like
no, it does all feel like his podcast. Maybe I like his comedy a bit more because I've chatted with him and stuff, so it's like
you got like a sort of
a little bit.
Yeah, you got kind of like you got a pre-established sort of affection there, so it's like I already like the guy. And it's kind of like that thing when you go to an open mic and it's going to be awful, but you sit down with like suspended expectations because you want it to be funny, and so you'll laugh a little more than maybe a joke really deserved, but you're like, it's to have the good time. I mean, maybe it's just me too. I can't find political comedy funny at all, to be honest with you. It's so fucking hard. Like I can find politically tinged jokes decent if the point is the joke.
I can find it funny, but it's really difficult over the last like 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been really fucking hard.
Well, I've tried to go back and find and watch like, Bill Maher stand up just to see like was he ever any good at it? And no. He
well,
not in my a lot of people like it.
Commentary.
Yeah.
When it comes to political comedy, it's a lot more. They're talking about like a specific issue as opposed to a politician.
Yeah,
that's where it gets funny.
Well, like Angelica,
and even then it's messy.
Well, like
Like, it's
Angelic,
hard to do.
yeah. Well, there needs to be like a context to work in. I think because like Angelic Nightmare said, I liked Colbert back when he was when he was the character on comedy, right? So like,
Yeah, Colbert Report.
yeah,
Yeah,
Colbert Report,
I
like,
love that show.
yeah, his late night shit. It's like that's the thing too. Network late night jokes, like. It's funny because for the longest time, for stand-ups, in the 20th century especially, like getting that gig as a late night host like that, getting to take over for Carson or Letterman or whoever, like that was a big deal, right? And now it's like, like Jimmy Fallon was never funny in my opinion. I think he makes a better host. But it's like, like Colbert, ever since he's gone on to like, late night with, whatever.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Fallon used to wear the Hawaiian shirts and do dumb shit on stage, right?
Yeah. I mean, Fallon, I never found Fallon
Yeah.
funny. Well, Fallon's never really been much of like a performance comedian too, because like when he was on SNL, he just couldn't stop mugging at the camera and laughing at his own lines. Like,
Yeah, well, Jimmy Fallon was fine on stage because he was just a goofy dude,
mm.
and that's totally fine. That's totally acceptable. That's great. It's fine to just have like a super goofy dude on stage from time to time.
Yeah. But I mean, like when he got into like the big leagues with like the sketch comedy, like he sucked at that. Just because it was like, again, it was constant fourth wall breaking when it wasn't really a good idea. And then I'll say though, like, as I don't really care for his show. I don't want, like, if I'm gonna watch clips of late night, it's probably either gonna be Colbert or Seth Meyers, and those are because, like, they're still funny guys. That they're still like milk toast late night shit like that. But it's decent. But like Fallon is a naturally good host whose show I just don't care for. But
yeah, and
well, you've seen what was it? Did you ever see the documentary
I don't know.
Gary
I don't like
Shandling's?
Colbert anymore.
What was it? It was Gary. I think it was Gary Shandling's Zen Diaries. Did you ever catch that that documentary about Shandling? Because like I think it was.
I think we did a quick run through that. But
When
like no.
Well, there's the thing.
I don't know.
When he was alive, like I never was like interested in anything he did. I was like, it's all right, yeah. And then like watching this documentary and actually like seeing his stand up and like learning his process, I'm like, God damn, I got a lot of respect for this dude. And he was like this close to getting the spot Leno got on late night, and he was like, I guess he was so like thrown off by that. That's what made him create the Larry Sanders Show with Gary Shandling, which I never watched back in the day, and then they're showing clips of it. I'm like, fuck, that was actually pretty good. That was clever. It's just but it's funny because like I saw Leno like months back. He like came on some of the late night show and he was doing like a stand up bit, like like a type 5 between commercial breaks, and I swear to God, he looked shit faced. He looked so hammered. He was like kind of slurring a little bit, and I was watching him. I'm like, you haven't done this in a while, have you? It shows. Go back to showing off your fucking garage. But I don't know.
Hold on, Trout's saying that he likes Christopher Titus.
I like Titus's stand-up. I think he's a really good stand-up comedian. I don't get though, because I remember you were saying like there's his stand. I remember you saying something like you like his stand-up, but then all of his other stuff, like there was something like did he get ultra woke or weird or something?
No, he's ultra pro. What's his face? Conservative dude.
Conservative dude.
Change my mind.
Oh, Crowder?
Yeah.
Wow, Christopher Titus is like Steven Crowder. Yet another comedian.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like Steven Crowder, but he tries to promote himself as like I'm the woke person that's willing to talk to Steven Crowder.
Oh, well, that's just annoying. I
Yeah.
mean, this is just we're at this.
And I mean, honestly, Christopher Titus, like the bits that I like from him, it's all of his bits about the dumb voice in his head. Those are the ones that I like.
It's not bad. And these jokes about his dad are kind of funny too. He's like, "So my dad's working on the boat with his 12-pack, or as we call it, a snack pack." And I'm like, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm calling it that now." Oh shit.
Or the bit about like when his dad got a pacemaker. It was right where his dad used to keep his cigarettes, so he kept touching it. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's a fun bit.
Yeah, he's a solid. I mean, he's a solid comic, and it's funny though, just because like what was it like? I've heard a lot of like people talking about was it Jamie Kilstein who went like super woke for a while, and then just got chewed the fuck up by not like knowing the rules. Like,
no, wait. What happened is Jimmy Kilstein did the whole woke thing on the internet for a while, and then he got accused of sexual assault.
No,
and then
he got me too.
And then everybody turned against him.
Oh yeah, so he got me too.
And so he shut down his Twitter, and then he was like, "Oh wait, no, I was the asshole." Like the entire fucking time. Wait. Are no. Not only was I the asshole, but I was helping this massive group of assholes.
No.
Shit.
What's something I'll say I am starting to enjoy to see is kind of coming back, right? It's like for I say the longest time, for like about 5 years, right? Like, and I'm not saying like the political comedy of it, because like again, I tend to find by and large like political comedy is really hard to do, because if you want a joke that makes a punchy kind of point, the point can't be the punchline necessarily. Like the punchline, the joke itself needs to be separate, and then the idea needs to be something like, wow, like, yeah, now that I'm done laughing at the joke, the idea is there. As opposed to like the Jimmy Dores or the Bill Maher's, or inversely the Crowders, even though, I mean, Steve, let's be honest, Crowder's comedy is kind of limited to like, I'm dressing up like a lady, ooh, you know? But
oh, I'm a genie. I'm gonna confront somebody that threatened death
on
me.
Well, it's funny because like when you step outside of it, right? So like if you look at like the political aspects to comedy, for the longest time it was easy for like liberals to make fun of conservatives because they were like weird, like Christian types and like evangelicals and shit like that.
I'm kind of retarded.
And and that's easy shit to make fun of. Those are like that's low-hanging fruit, but it always tastes sweet if you pick it right. And then like when people started getting super woke, that became a thing that was so easy to make fun of that it was like good material for comedy. But then the problem was like the NHLCWs who pushed back on that, you ended up getting these dirtbags like Crowder showing up and being like, "This is real comedy. Hello, I'm dressed like a lady again," and it kind of spoiled.
I personally stand by it. Like I like one-liner comics. I like Stephen Wright.
No, it's all good. It's
Mitch Hedberg and stuff like that.
Like, it's just nice though because we're now all
sweet, simple lines.
Yeah, but we're not getting but we're not getting to see like, I mean, for instance, like I'm of the opinion I think Dave Chappelle is the greatest comic of our age. I'm gonna stand by that. I think it's a fair statement.
And
everybody's
that's debatable, actually.
Who?
I think that's debatable.
Oh no, of course. No, it's totally debatable. I'm not positing it as like a defined and solid fact, but I'm saying from my perspective, I think Chappelle is at the very least one of, if not the best comic out there right now. And one of the things I like about the shit that he's able to do, and and basically like all of the real like the real like hustler stand-ups who were like they could have TV shows but they'd rather just tour, they'd rather do they'd rather do what it is they love. Like everything's
I think
what
I
it's.
think I think Dave Chappelle is a pure and honest comic.
Yeah, no,
Right?
that's the
Like,
thing. There's more and more of those coming out now. So when, I mean, like, one of the things that really, like, besides just the fact that there was no real punch to any of it, Marin's recent special, I mean,
that,
it just it wasn't that good.
goddamn pants.
Yeah, I know, I know you hate the pants. But no, I mean, I just found,
Sorry,
I
sorry.
found, well, he
I
just,
constantly clown on the pants.
yeah, he
But
he poured, yeah, the thing was, I just felt like he poured a little too much of his, like, podcast style social commentary in there. Not that I'm opposed to it, but that none of it served the bits that well. I mean, dragging that one Jesus and Iron Man joke out as long as he did, I'm like, God damn it, I already see where this is going, and it's not that good. I mean, yeah, it's funny, the idea of Pence sucking a dick, okay, there was a shorter path to walk to that line. And I don't know, I think right now though, because like, the rampant stupid of the sort of, edgy, Milo-esque Gavin McGinnis right wing that like, haha, we are hilarious. Like, yeah, you had a moment, guys. But at this point, it's like making fun of Crocs. The moment came, the moment passed. Get new material.
yeah. All right. To be fair, Gavin McGinnis did make a pretty interesting movie called The Other F Word.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Of all of them, I can give Gavin probably has the greatest potential to actually be funny because he has, like, I remember seeing some of his older videos, like right after he left Vice. They were clever, right?
Yeah.
They were clever. But then, it was really like, it's like you see anything else, this is the real bitch, I feel. And something I think maybe is like really fucking shit up in regards to like how the internet's poorly affecting culture is, well, like, so, professional comedians, actors, musicians from, 10, 20 years ago even. You had to work your way up. And if you were a flash in the pan, you were something like Dane Cook, right? So you put out a couple CDs with effectively the same jokes, and then your career's kind of pretty much over at that point. This new internet celebrity shit, I think it just comes at people so fast that it like overtakes their judgment and it colors their vision of everything. And so when you take like, the comedians, like the comic, the big name e-comics or whatever, you notice how many of them either just burned out and fucked off. Like today we discovered that a bunch of young people who didn't know Joji was Filthy Frank are aghast at the concept, right?
Oh yeah. Well, like, and
Well, I think part of that is that I think the same thing probably happened with McGinnis. It happened to Milo. I mean, Gamergate and the explosion of like, hey, it's safe to be like an edgy right-wing troll now because you're doing it against those rainbow-haired feminist types. Well, that brought Milo out. Milo went from a rather, astute, well-worded, culture critic writer to the wannabe sort of Oscar Wilde character. And because it came so fast.
He was a tech writer.
Wait, oh no, he was he was a tech writer, but before then he wanted to be a theater reviewer. But my point being is that and it goes across the board. You see the same shit. I mean, fuck, the same shit definitely happened to Sargon. I'd even go as far as saying the same shit happened to Jeff. When this fame comes, all of a sudden, boom, you more or less made it overnight, kid. You got hundreds of thousands of people watching you, right? It's not like you had to put in the work and spend years eating shit and bussing tables before you finally started getting roles or booking gigs. You just showed up, arrived, and then boom, it's all right there. And you look at somebody, you look at any like the political, the really political people. You got Sargon on the right, and I don't know who the fuck. And shit, we could even go with Vadim. And I like, let me be clear, I like Vadim. I like him personally. But it's like when you start getting all this heat and attention for a specific thing, right? All of a sudden, that kind of defines your outlook. And so you keep either going back to that thing, or you just lose all perspective, like, you know, and it's all of a sudden like, well, you know, all right, well, these people I used to be friends with, they're not serving my career well anymore, so fuck them. I got new people, and, you know, it's that kind of thing. I think because the dues paying isn't there quite as much as it used to be, it's fucking a lot of people up, both in terms of personality and in the presentation of their medium.
Yeah, well, like, let's use G-Man as an example. You know who G-Man is, right?
I know of him. I'm not. I know I've spoken to him once. Weird guy, as I recall.
I've chatted with him. No religion talk. As long as religion isn't being brought up, not a bad dude.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I mean, you know, well, I don't know. I was gonna say I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but these days I'm a little past it. Like, I'm a little over that. You know, I'm kind of settling into.
Well, you constantly give me the benefit of the doubt, so I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, like, we're friends, right? If I'm friends with somebody, they get the benefit of the doubt because that's part of being friends. But when it comes to, like, I mean, I hear about G-Man. Shit, I still see, like, whenever I see half of the names from the old, the skeptic community pop up, I'm just, like, cringing. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Why did I ever like that person? It's just like, you're not funny, not creative. It's like, hey, I'm going to basically do the TikTok version of news commentary. Great!
I think the only people I still talk to from the old skeptic community are you, Jeff, Ben, and Billy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even talk to Ben, although to be fair, like, I always got this really weird sense off of Ben, like it was like a toleration thing. You know, it was like sort of like he suspected me of sticking M80s in his mailbox, but he couldn't prove it, so he couldn't take it out of me, kind of thing.
Yeah, that yes, Ben does have that energy.
Well,
I totally understand what you're talking about.
And it's not, you know, and it's not unfair because I'll be the first to admit, like, I'm a difficult person to get along with. Never pretended to be anything else. But yeah, I mean, like, I noticed as soon as Jeff was gone, it was like, as soon as Animancer left the Peasants and Jeff left this show, like, all of a sudden those semi-regular invitations just stopped. And like I said, like, I invited Billy on the show. We were having a conversation on Facebook, of all places, back and forth. I invite him on the show, and it's crickets. Like, damn, I had no idea I was that much of a pariah. But, you know, fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna go changing what I do or who I am to please other people. But yeah, it's like, you know, and like, you know,
okay. Wait. Billy's avoiding you like that?
No, he's not avoiding me. Like, he'll still respond. It's just funny because, like, I noticed him and pretty much across the board, like, even like Pat and Fane, right? Like, they might have the, you know, they might get back to me saying, you know, giving me some, like, no, I can't do it shit. But I noticed it's like, yeah. Now, these days, I'm pretty much a pariah in all of those circles now. And I'm honestly kind of fine with it. But it's just, it's funny, though, to see, like, what the rise and fall of that whole
Let's
thing.
start our own circle. Fuck all of them. I don't give a shit. Fuck all of them. Let's start our own circle.
No, I mean, I'm fine with it. That's honestly too, like, why, like, my ambition now in terms of guests for, like, especially the Friday show, but the Wednesday show when I can get it. Like, I want people who actually make careers out of more than just, you know, the YouTube thing. Like, you know, writers, comedians, actors, people who do interesting shit. Because otherwise it just ends up being a circle jerk with a bunch of kids who moved to LA and wrote an algorithm. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw
because Nick LaValle's going to be on the show.
Yep, yeah, he'll be coming. I got to confirm with him, but yeah, he's down, and it's not like any of us have anything to do. But I mean, I remember like when I saw Chris Raygun, when I saw that he was going out and doing stand-up sets, I was so happy. I really was. I'm like, oh, thank fuck, somebody's trying to evolve to the next Pokemon stage in their life. Good. More of this, please. Like Edendro.
Yeah,
he's still like putting out hilarious videos, and I'm just like, dude, have you done stand up? I'm sure you've told me you have. I just don't remember.
Well, that's why I like Tim Dillon.
Yeah. I don't know how he does it. That stream of consciousness, I like, you know, horrible person shtick is. It's just like, it's so just perfect. It's like, make sure to get this cereal. So it's magicspoon.com/Tim Dillon. That was more than I wanted to do. So what I really want to do is I want to come and find and choke your mom out. I want to do that for America. What the fuck? Where is this coming from, Tim? The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see, Ben's saying DP died when Billy stopped being funny. I don't think Billy's ever stopped being funny. I think Billy, though, just got more in touch with his thoughts and is like, just himself. Because that's the worst thing sometimes a comedian can do.
He's being a lot more careful.
Well, if you get centered. Well, no, that's the thing. One of the things I noticed is like it's like I'm starting to call it the Mark Maron effect. Like when a comic or comedian gets like centered, right? Like gets mentally and emotionally healthier. A lot of times the act, like their bits just suffer. Because it's like all of a sudden they're not looking at the world darkly through these like absurd, sometimes almost malevolent lenses. And they're like, I'm kind of at peace with myself, so I'm having a really hard time making fun of things. Yeah, and Yeah, I mean, Billy's been taking his health more seriously, and like especially after getting burned by being friends with scumbags who he defended rightly. And I'll be honest, if he ever catches this, Billy, I know that feel, bro. Yeah, like when he got it, but the more like because you look at Billy now and you see like a healthier, more centered person, and so if you're noticing like a drop off on his comedy, I don't want to say they're necessarily related, but there's a pattern I notice. It's kind of interesting. Now, because we've been talking about, we're at the 49-minute mark here. So what I wanted to do is at least start off by giving this mention out, because we've been talking about comedy this entire time. Well, we did lose a legend today. And if you probably already know what it is, but Jerry Stiller, as Ben Stiller's dad, died at 92 years old. That's a good long life. He actually even 92, to think of what he looked like. I'm like, damn, not all Jews hold up that well. So Stiller had a tribute for him. Let's take a look at this.
Actor and comedian Jerry Stiller has died. His son, movie star Ben Stiller, broke the news on Twitter on Monday, writing, "I'm sad to say that my father, Jerry Stiller, passed away from natural causes. He was a great dad and grandfather, and the most dedicated husband to Anne for about 62 years. He will be greatly missed."
That's why I damned it.
You wonder about where your kids, where they're going to go with it. You have to be lucky with children. You also have to...
that guy aged well.
Kind of guidance, and you just have to hope that it's going to turn out okay.
Do I think
Jerry Stiller is probably best known for his role in the 1990 comedy series Seinfeld, where he played Frank Costanza, the cantankerous father of Jason Alexander's character George Costanza. Stiller appeared in just 26 of the series' 172 episodes, but is forever remembered for screaming "Serenity Now," trying on...
Wait, no, he's remembered for Festivus. Whoever writes and reads these things, they sound like androids. They sound like unhappy androids.
On a bra for men and inventing an alternative to Christmas called Festivus. After Seinfeld, Stiller moved into another sitcom dad role on The King of Queens.
And my dad is my dad. He's, you don't have to really direct him. He's just so funny, and so he's been in the business a long time.
Family long played a role in Jerry Stiller's career. He was part of a 1960s comedy team with his wife, Ann Mira, appearing 36 times on The Ed Sullivan Show. And he...
Wow, I was really hoping you would offer the touching tribute that his son, famous actor Ben Stiller. I guess not. Good job, Reuters. Oh, they say journalism is dead. It's not dead. It's just retarded. But so rest in peace, rest in paradise, pepperonis. Rest well, Mr. Stiller.
R.I.P. and pepperonis, Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny because like the roles he played, they were iconic, but they were always peripheral. Like he never really led a series in the modern age. But it's like even if you didn't know who he was, if you saw his face or heard his voice, you're like, oh wait, I know that guy. Fucking definitely iconic. And also, we have to keep in mind, too, we did lose Little Richard, which is more of a blow to the music world. And I have no musical talent, but still, he was another old guy, and he died. Did you see these gym protests, Jables?
Gym protests?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, these things were fucking hilarious. Let me see. Is it? It didn't update? Why did it not update? All right, I'll just restream it. Yeah. So apparently out in of course, yeah, I was in let me see. Demonstrators do push-ups, squats outside of Pinellas Courthouse to protest gym closures. I can't claim it's my joke, but it is funny as fuck that like they're going out there trying to say like we need a gym in order to exercise. Like, you do? Prove it. Okay, I'll do these exercises on the sidewalk. I mean, give me a goddamn break.
Get yourself a pull-up bar and a kettlebell.
This is great. Look at these fucking people. These are Americans out here defending their rights. Because the founding fathers didn't fight the Japanese in Vietnam just so they could stay home and get fat. They need to go to the gym, you see. Otherwise, who's gonna see their awesome gains on Instagram?
Okay, so here's the thing. People, there are tons of body weight exercises that you can do. If you're too big to do like floor exercises, you can do like wall push-ups, things like that. Work your way towards that. Get yourself a 25-pound kettlebell and get yourself a fucking pull-up bar. You're fine.
Yeah,
That's
but
all you need. There's a shit ton of bodyweight exercises that you can do.
Yeah, but you're misunderstanding, Jables. This isn't about like, exercise. It's about going to the gym, bro. You got to be at the gym, bro. It's important to go to the gym, bro.
Yeah, because my exercise is only important if I can flex my muscles at another dude.
Posting my Instagram on my glutes. You like these glutes? Have you ever seen glutes so tight, bro? God damn. Yeah. Get a fucking Stairmaster, huh? How about that? Look at this dipshit, like, with the fuck. And you know what?
Bro, I'm totally getting those gains, bro.
This is what I love about
I am doing so great with my exercise. Look at these biceps. I'm getting those gains so good, bro.
This is what I love though. I've been saying it for a while. I'm darkly enjoying this horrifying, deadly pandemic. And I'm enjoying it for nothing else because if there's one thing I really have no patience or tolerance for, it's bullshit. It's people being full of shit for bad or no reasons or whatever. I don't like it when people are full of shit. I don't like bullshit. And all of the bullshit is being put out on full display. So you got these people here. Half the fucking country right now is worried their parents or their grandparents are going to die of this. They're going to drown in their own fucking lungs because of this virus. And then these dipshits out here are like, my freedom's been impugned. I can't go to the gym or get my nails did or get my roots done. If I can't get a triple latte venti coffee macchiato at fucking 5:30 in the morning... Then how am I supposed to call myself free? Like, oh, God, can you please go home and fuck yourselves?
Wait a minute. How am I supposed to get a spotter if I can't go to the gym where the other people are?
Are you telling me I'm going to need to be more careful with my exercises so as not to hurt myself? My friend, you presume too much of me. But it's like, this is the shit too, right? So if it was
expecting me to be responsible for myself,
is that
what's happening right here?
This is the problem. This is the problem though. We're getting fed. We get fed all of this silly shit from these people. If you're out protesting in the middle of a pandemic when 80,000 people have died and you think that the worst thing that's happened in the world is that you can't go hit the elliptical and oogle that married chick, You know, if getting your nails did and your hair did, when 80,000 people have died in the period of 2.5 months now, right? That tells me everything I need to know about at least certain segments of this society. Because, again, I find this fucking hilarious. I love watching companies fall apart because they weren't prepared. I love watching the government act like a fucking second grade class when trying to decide how to dole out pretzels. It's fucking hilarious. And then to see that this is what freedom isn't free. It costs $10.50 a month down at the Planet Fitness. And I'm here for that. Yeah. I love it. I mean, it's dark, and the only thing you can do after a while is laugh.
To be fair, I did have a haircut scheduled the weekend that everything shut down, so that got canceled. And
how do you think I feel? I got my first side shave like 2 weeks before like everything shut down, and right now I've got like a chia pet growing out of either side of my head, so I just keep this top bit sort of coiffured around it, so it looks like it's all intentional. See, this is what it's about, America. It's not about the convenience of service that you expect. It's about adapt and overcome. Fuck it. Give yourself that post-apocalyptic mohawk you've been dreaming of. Do it. Fucking do it. Give yourself bring the frohawk back. That's what you need to do. You want to show the Nazis in charge who are trying to tell you, like, you know, you need to stay home so you don't get old people sick. You want to show them what real freedom is? Bring the frohawk back. Bring the frohawk back, and then go down in that tactical leather jacket you got on Facebook because you saw the thing that was saying that the store is closing soon, and you're like, fuck, I can get a Chinese jacket for $17. You go down there with that and your plate carrier and your Punisher skull mask, right? And you do it in Crocs with a frohawk. They'll know you're fucking serious then, because they'll say no one would make that choice for themselves if they didn't feel they had to.
Honestly, I've just been thinking about taking some hair clippers and then just like buzzing down right where my hair has a cowlick.
Do it.
So I don't have to deal with that anymore, because that's a fucking bitch.
Oh, you need to go the extra step, though. You need to let all your hair just grow in naturally, except right around the back, right? Where people start going bald. And then just shave that down and tell everyone who sees it that it's with solidarity for all those dead fuckers in the nursing homes. There you go. You're welcome. Anyway. So, I'm going to try and burn through these so we can actually start chatting with people and get into the second half of the show. Doctors performing a CT scan on a man with back pain discovered he has 3 kidneys. You know, and he's complaining. So, yeah, severe back pain, and they discovered, they thought it was herniated disc. They saw 3 kidneys on the scan. He's 38, and this picture is not loading. But you can see the back. This is what a human back looks like. And contained within there should only be 1 kidney. But this guy got 3. And that's all because of South American communism. And I'm gonna highlight that. Oh, Mustang Patriot's getting responses.
But by the way, everybody who didn't see it, go and watch the movie Dick Shark.
I don't know if we can even call it a movie. That's like a mini-series. It was like a mini-series shot on VHS. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, no, that entire movie was like, hey, I wonder if we can get cruder shots from strippers and prostitutes. And also, I wonder if I can write an entire movie where I'm just gonna grope these women's tits constantly.
Yeah, let's see. So I'm going to start this comment out here. My sister's son was born without skin. It was horrible. But given the online trading communities in places like Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, I was able to trade 6 of his teeth for 4 toes from a man who had 2 extra. Trade those toes for a Cambodian spleen. Spleen. What is wrong with me right now?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Woo! Ooh.
I'm kind of retarded.
Big dollar donations rolling in tonight. Y2KW fucking that whole thing up with $1.44 in a video we'll watch momentarily. Just this guy man comes back with the $4.92. Like, nuh-uh, son, we're staying even in this bitch. Another YouTube video. Grab with $1. Shall we let our hair grow out like our prehistoric ancestors? Here's some epic saxophone. I know exactly why. I have a really good theory. I know what that is. We'll get to all that in a moment. Let's just finish this out. Trade those toes for Cambodian spleen, which going onto eBay managed to fetch me enough to buy 2/3 of juveniles. Oh, no, I'm always spelling that word wrong. Juvenile's spinal cord. Oh yeah, you know, just don't work when I, you know, from time to time space bar. After that, I just had to pop on down to the Korean fish market down by the docks, and wouldn't you know it, I was able to get myself. Wait, and what did this guy have multiple ones of? Kidneys. Yeah, kidneys. I was able to get myself a full-on kidney from what I believe is either a human being or a large pig of some kind. Either way, the point is capitalism works. There we are. And nicely going. Kill. Sounds like Repo, the generic opera side story. Yes, that's right. I'm doing fan fiction for those things. So let's see. These men claim to have the biggest dongles in the world, and they're upset about it. They have to cope. Let's see. This guy here. Ladies, listen. I know you hear 13-inch cock, and you're already like, whoa, get me some of that. But would you still be so interested if it looked like it was perhaps a mildly retarded child of Glinner? Questions need answering. Holy shit. And so yeah, anyway, these guys, yeah, they're
Glinner.
Yeah. Well, actor Jonah Falcon said his 13.5-inch penis has hampered his career as director, as they're sometimes put off by his manhood fame. But that hasn't stopped him from betting A-listers? Wait, hang on. I've slept with celebrities including Oscar nominees and Oscar winners.
Chin says otherwise.
I know. Suddenly I'm feeling a lot better about my corona body. Jonah, who's openly bisexual, said he couldn't reveal whether the celebrities are men or women. Scandalous, but did confirm it wasn't Meryl Streep. Oh, he's a comedian.
Is he literally saying, my dick is so big, but don't objectify me like that?
No, he's saying his dick is so big he can't get work as a Hollywood actor, you know? Because looking at this guy, I'm saying to myself, like, you know, this is like when they reboot Melrose Place, this motherfucker needs to have the lead. Look at that.
If they were to cast a movie about Patton Oswalt, he'd be the lead. Sure.
Yeah, at least. But, let's see. He's 47. He previously hit headlines when he caused a security alert at a U.S. airport due to the bulge in his trousers. I mean, he's packing. There's no arguing that. Speaking previously, he said it's handicapped my acting because people won't hire me. Are you sure? You sure that's why? Maybe you're just not a good actor. Maybe, I don't know. Fuck it. Let's look up his reel. Maybe for all I know, maybe he's like an actual really good dramatic actor with a lot of training and shit. Demo reel. Here we go.
Wait, his name is John Falcon and he has a huge dick?
Yep.
I don't like this.
Hang on.
No. I don't like the pop figurine.
60 seconds.
I don't suppose he came with a passport.
55. Clock's ticking.
I'm gonna need more time. This is 128-bit encryption. I have nothing to go on, and federal systems have a multitude of watchdog protocols.
And this is a Glock 45.
No,
it carries 15.
No, that is not. That is a Beretta 9mm. Who? At least that's the worst thing to jump out at me so far.
rounds, and from this distance would make a nice Pollock of your face.
I can't exactly brute force my way into a police evidence database using your decade-old Mac bogged down by porn and God knows what.
Oh my god. This is one of the worst reels I think I've ever seen.
That's not a computer screen in front of his face. It's a fucking teleprompter.
Well, not just that, but what's driving me fucking nuts, though, is just, like, the delivery in this is crap. But also, like, all right, the time on it, it's like 1:45, but if this is his
10
whole
seconds.
reel, just this one scene.
In. Okay. What am I scrubbing?
This feels like a
Nothing.
State Farm commercial.
What do you mean, nothing?
Exactly that. Nothing. We just needed to make sure you were as capable as we hoped you were.
Has he only gotten one? Has he only gotten one job though? I mean, is it? Because I mean, your reel should be more than just one
his
scene.
name's Jonah Falcon.
Yeah, and it looks like oh my god, he actually. I was gonna make a joke about him being like a blacklist B-lister, but he was in the blacklist. No, he did
Okay.
He did Unbreakable. Oh no, he was crew on Kimmy Schmidt. No, I mean, here's the thing. Look at all he was on. Look at this. Like he did Law and Order. He was on The Punisher. Like why is your reel from last year? Why is 2019 reel just this one really bad scene? Like, dude, if you've got an agent, they gave you some fucking bad advice. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and with a 13-inch dick, just go do porn, bro. Fuck it, ain't no one gonna look weirdly at you for doing it. Let me see, and then there's this guy, ladies.
Even wait, what?
Ladies.
I'm pretty sure you can't share that on Twitch.
Hey, it's on the mirror.co.uk. And it's news. It's this legitimate media here. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure.
You see, I just love too, without even looking down though, it says Roberto Esquivel Cabrera, Stelito, Mexico. I should be registered disabled. Without even looking at his wedding tackle there, just look at that face, and I kind of want to agree. You know?
Oh, I know, I know who this dude is. I've seen his dick fully hard. No, thank you.
Yeah, I just love that the mirror, like the UK is like, we'll just put this up there. It's fine. Oh yeah, and then there's this lesbian. I just keep telling her it's really my opinion. Yeah, so okay, anyway, so these guys got big dicks and they want you to feel bad for them. So, fellas, look down upon your micro-peens and smile for once, because life can apparently be worse.
Be like Nick. Just live with your big dick, and then just hate yourself.
Yeah, hate yourself for other reasons. Listen, fellas, we all have so many good reasons for wanting to end ourselves, right? Don't let your giant cock be that reason. Celebrate it by yourself, because we're all locked down.
Happy.
Yeah. Some of you.
For a lot of you out there with big dicks, most of you out there, I'm looking at you, Dead Wolf. Like, for most of you out there with big dicks, like, that's the only reason to be happy. So enjoy it.
I was halfway waiting for James to be like, listen, if you're a guy who's like really hung, you know, I'd like to say I'm tired of you cramming it down my throat, but frankly, I'm not, and I could use more of that. I'm lonely. So, what else do we have? Coronavirus strip clubs. You guys probably seen this.
Nick, I'm kind of seeing someone, so I can't just go shoving dicks down my throat right now.
At least you can't admit to it on the internet. I understand. So here in our cyberpunk dystopia, masked strippers will now actually dance in a car wash that's been turned off and take money from what I can only assume are assassins in black leather gloves driving unmarked sedans. Strip club at Portland, Oregon. Oh, I bet you're going there soon, ain't you? They hang buckets.
It's only about 3 hours away.
It's totally worth it to go to a drive-through strip club, right? Because, I mean, you know, strip clubs are kind of disappointing on their own. But the fact that you can drive through one like a car wash, that's what we're talking about.
Portland, Oregon, little known as is the strip club capital of the world. They have more strip clubs per capita than any other city in the entire country.
Well, Ellie
And by
Stranger.
strip clubs, I mean you go to any bar and there might be a naked lady just kind of dancing in the corner.
See, I like that underground Brooklyn style shit though, where you show up at this like seedy ass biker bar that's not actually a strip club, but they have no problem turning it into one right away. Yeah, fine with that. But yeah, this one dancer, don't degrade her by calling her a stripper. All because you have OxyContin doesn't mean she'll remember blowing you last time. When quarantine shutdown started happening.
Technically, she is just doing sexy dances. Is she really stripping? Is she taking clothes off, or is she just topless, just dancing around?
I just want to start a fucking topless car wash. Just split the difference at this point, right? If I'm gonna pay $40 fucking and throw cash at them like that while I drive through a haunted house of sagging tits and bad tattoos, I would at least prefer it if they gave my, the car a nice waxing. But she said, I was very anxious about my future and financial security with my family, which is why you're a stripper, said one dancer, Ellie Stranger. I am the sole caregiver for my small family ever since Dad got locked up. But I was lucky. I've been lucky to pivot and then turn, then squat, then shake, then pivot again. And she says, it feels really good to socialize even from a distance. So this is socialization for, for strippers. There's no nudity, Mr. Bolden said. We wanted people to be able to take photos and video and share the story on their Instagram, too, because it's just going to be a fun thing.
By no nudity, do they mean just like she has pasties?
I don't know. I mean, she's got her shirt pulled up, but I'm thinking there's still a bra on there. This is definitely looking like some parking lot level shit, so... Yeah, I think this is like a GTA 3 strip club, effectively. Wait, I don't even know if they have them. It's just like, there's some nice polygons, baby. It's just like calls the bouncer, and the bouncer is just like a bulldozer that pushes your car out of the way. It's just like, fuck, happened again. Let me see. Oh yeah, and so for good news here, some good news. In Bangkok, they opened the cat cafe again. You can go, you can get coffee, you can sit with the kitty cats. Look at all the kitty cats. Don't have coronavirus, but don't care if you die of it. Thailand.
Cats can carry COVID, though. There's been a bunch of tigers in the Bronx Zoo that were infected with COVID.
Well, that sounds like a cat cafe person's problem. Because I'm not going to one because I don't have any. Saturday Cafe are back to work. Essential employees. Only one picture of the kitties. Has a total of 50 cats, several different breeds. And around 35 of them rotate between her home and the cafe every now and then. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Her blood is like 40% ammonia right now. Like, I am sexy Asian cat lady. All of a sudden a bunch of weebs out there are like, well, she's not Japanese, but she does sound lonely. Fuck it, I'll follow her on my OnlyFans. And let me see.
I don't know. I don't know. We watched Dick Shark last night, and I saw way more pussy than I thought I would see.
Yeah, it's that was horrible. That was bad. It's fine.
No. It got worse after you left.
Oh, I'm sure that's why I left. I'm a little psychic, you know. I kind of saw that coming. I figured, maybe this isn't gonna be great.
No, you did not see anything coming.
Well, let's have a look here. Oh my God, he turned likes and I'm sorry, John. I wouldn't go disliking the dude's reel or anything, but the fact that you had to turn likes and dislikes off, like, oh my God, that's not a good sign.
Hello, welcome to Cholesterol Store. What can I get?
Holy fuck, Chrome, would you mind? All right, so this comes to us from Y2KNW throwing $1.44 at me. This is a banner night right here. Holy shit, I feel like one of those drive-up strippers right now. Let's just get this captured. Yeah, I think this is. There we go. So this comes to us from Y2KNW. He sent us this.
Hey,
Hello. Welcome to Cholesterol Store. What can I get ya?
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll have 2 number 9s. Bruh, I want ice cream. Be reasonable. There ain't no way their ice cream machine ain't broke.
Bruh, our ice cream machine works perfectly.
Boy, don't be spitting lies at me like that. I can see them through like a window. Boy, I smell a trap. Should we get out of here or something? Nah, bro, I'm hungry. But just in case, check the glove box, bro. Boy, ice cream ain't worth a felony. You clearly never had a McFlurry, bro.
Hey guys, 2 ice creams coming right up. That'll cost $1.
Boy, that's a little steep for my pockets. Do you guys take GameStop gift cards?
Wow, you're more broke than our ice cream machine.
You said the ice cream machine works.
Picture.
Okay, I got a joke for you. I'm gonna need to get that bread from that cash register real quick.
How about instead of bread, you can have buns? Hello, police. I'd like to report a little beep.
Build the helicopter. I'm off to the rescue.
I don't know what I'm watching, but I like it.
Hey sport, before you go to jail, do you have any idea why I pulled use over today?
IDK, man, I'm not a psychic. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. There ain't no way I'm going to jail.
We have a working ice cream machine. Bro, that all you had to say, sign my up.
Anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Y2KNW. That was different.
What the fuck did I just watch?
I don't know, but I liked it. I can't really explain it, but I liked it.
To be fair, that made more sense than Dick Shark. But
Oh,
still,
definitely.
what
Well,
the
that's
fuck
not
is
a
going
high.
on?
That's not a very high bar, Jables.
No, it's not.
Oh, not a high bar at all.
By the way, Nick, were you around for all the spider rapes during that movie?
No, I left just as the Dick Shark grew to the size of an almost normal shark. I think it was like the third pointless vignette with some harlot who's gonna get her pussy eaten by that thing. I don't even remember how they died. See, I think it's like a traumatic event for me. Like my brain mistook it for like me being in a car crash because I vaguely remember much. I just remember there was that one dude, and you could tell like the entire movie was nothing more than a vehicle for him to feel up suicide girls.
Yeah.
Which he did for like 10-minute stretches.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably left like a half hour in. That movie's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, no, that was way too long for that movie. Didn't have to be that long. That was a bad idea. They need editing is what it needed, and a different script. But
it would have helped if they didn't keep looping the same shots of assholes and labia.
Oh yeah, and just it's like 7.5 minutes of a slow-mo of this, most likely illiterate mother of 4 crawling on her hands and knees away from the camera, showing her balloon knot off to the world while this dude's shitty metal band played in the background. It's not exactly the height of art house cinema. I'll give it that. But let's
be honest with you.
Let's keep moving here. We got a thing from Crab here. No, hang on. Just this guy, man. He sent us this. Whatever the fuck this is. Epic Sax Guy. This is not what I thought it was. I thought this was going to be a Sax Squatch. Uh-oh. I don't think he sent me this intending me to enjoy it, did you? No, you did not. Oh, there's the saxophone. I'm excited now. Oh, yeah. Moldova's got, like, it's the height of 1995 sexuality.
I would have preferred you rickrolled me than just to listen to Sax Man.
Well, I was really thinking, what I was thinking, though, is that it was going to be this, because this is something my brother's been, he's been just posting this shit compulsively. Yeah, Saxsquatch. That's right, the Saxsquatch is, let's see, who can it be now? Here we go. Now we're talking.
Wait,
let this heal your... Yeah, this is Who Can It Be Now. Let this heal your soul. That's right, everybody. Now, if we're going to go back to the main screen, I want you to keep in mind, this is the kind of quality entertainment that I expect you all to be paying me $1,200 a month for. So, just saying, we've got a long way to go. I'm feeling this so strongly. I want to see what other masterpieces. He did Turn the Page.
Hey, this song kind of makes me want to hate myself.
I think you're about to love this song.
How about I just start sending you a bunch of songs that make you want to hate yourself?
Anyway, everybody, that's Saxsquatch. I can't endorse this channel enough here.
Saxsquatch?
Yep, Saxsquatch. Yeah. I'm putting his link in the chats now. You all get to go and enjoy the Saxsquatch. He's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely subscribing.
Yeah, now let's just finish this out, and I'm going to take a piss while it happens. That's great. I took that whole piss and this is still happening.
There's no other time to make it happiness you have mistaken. We have no progressive future. I know you're lying, mate. There's no other time to make it happiness you have mistaken.
All right, I think that's about all we can probably, actually suffer through. Let's see. So that was Crab sending us some excellent saxophone. Well, then what did Just This Guy Man send us? Because if I didn't watch that already... Oh, wait, no, we did already watch that. And then finally, we've got, let's see, we've got Catharsis 718 with a big dollar donation of $5. Here's some heat. Give me that heat. Okay. I suddenly feel better about my beard. I gotta say, looking at this video, Hosier's really let himself go. I'll give them this much too. In full honesty, I love how they really committed. You know, they're like, "This is the bit. We're going for it."
I gave her a cream pie and she called me senpai.
Yeah, that was a lyric. That was an actual lyric that went into this song.
Where's the gun? Found it.
Fucking weeaboo Dave Grohl over here. He's killing it with his green screen. Which you can tell because of all of the green he couldn't get rid of.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, Nick, it's fine. You can stop. I found it.
It's like, oh, nope. I'm inspired. Don't worry. I've got it all under control from here. Okay.
Yeah, I know a pistol well in the mouth, but, you know, it's worth a shot.
So that's so thank you to the Catharsis, to Crab, to Just This Guy Man, and Y2KNW for the donations. Thank you to Skull Maggot for the host, and thank you for Just This Guy Man for the resubscribe. We got 1 or 2 people coming in. Jump on. It's like you people don't even like this show anymore. Used to be you'd stack up in that room for the fucking the dream, the ambition of hanging out with me for like 10 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm paying for that.
To be fair, it's Monday.
Yeah, nice.
And also, to be fair, I've already been talking to these people all fucking day.
Oh, so you ruined it for me. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have assumed. That's just the safe assumption on my part. If things are going wrong, just blame Jables. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So...
We always do.
Well, so we got Mickey coming in first here. Hey, Mickey.
No, I was having to pick Dina.
I'm letting the random number generator thing do it because I'm trying to be fair here.
Okay.
Yeah. But Mickey ain't saying shit, so Dina's coming in. Fuck it, so Skull, because ain't no one else coming in.
What's up?
Oh, there we go. Holy shit. Took long enough. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, remember to aim and not back up. Top of the head, paints the ceiling, back of the neck, makes you the newest star of VeggieTales.
See, now it's fair. Now it's fair.
Oh. Yeah, it's fair. Everybody,
That's all fair.
yeah. This is like this whole
My,
thing's like communist. Everybody gets, you know. No, I'm sorry.
My kid and I used to watch VeggieTales.
Why
Some funny shit.
did you do that to your child?
Because my ex-husband was a Jesus freak.
Isn't it weird, like, you know, there's that old thing of, like, I had to sneak vegetables into my kids' mashed potatoes to get them to eat vegetables, and now people are using vegetables to sneak Jesus into their children's otherwise perfectly okay lives?
I mean, he, you know, he likes broccoli now, so, yeah, there wasn't...
Yeah, but how does he?
broccoli?
Yeah, but how does he feel
than
about?
asparagus.
Yeah, but I gotta ask, how does he feel about the gays? Is he okay with the gays getting married?
He's totally okay with the gays getting married.
Well, then
He's
clearly
actually
Nick, let's
trans
not bring
anyway.
race into this.
Clearly, then you you didn't give him enough VeggieTales. VeggieTales.
Apparently not.
Not a lot of people know this about the VeggieTales, but it was put out there by the Sanctity of Marriage set. That's right, yeah. Fucking Pat Robertson personally funded the VeggieTales to the tune of $2 billion, provided they used the word faggot in every other movie. And the funny thing is, it's hidden.
Huh?
Yeah.
Pat Robertson. What
The
an
word
old
faggot has
fucking
never
prude.
been used in a VeggieTales movie.
Well, you gotta what you need to do is you need to actually download the the director's commentary, because
No
yeah.
wonder the elf in Santa Claus.
Let's just say that shit gets really Mark Dicey really quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you right now, Nick. The reason why I've been so slacking on doing the Street Shark reviews is because I've been spending a lot of my time just intersplicing e-fucked clips with VeggieTales episodes.
Oh, please do.
No.
Well, that's
do that without me.
that is certainly one way to get yourself on some government lists.
But you have to admit, if we'd seen that, it would have been better than Dick Shark.
You guys keep on complaining about Dick Shark, and I haven't seen it yet.
No, do not watch that movie.
No, you
sir.
should
Do
go
not
watch it.
that
No, you
movie.
need to watch it.
There's a reason that my name has changed from what
By
it was.
yourself.
And I am so mad at you, Nick. I am so
What?
mad at you.
What did I do?
You fucking left. You fucking left. You left us there.
Of course
and
I
you
left.
said,
That
"I had
fucking
to
that
watch
movie
it."
was terrible. Why would I sit through it?
You
can't be
you
okay.
did not. You left
Guys,
me with
guys,
no way to like duck out of it.
Listen,
You
all
made-
all
no,
bec-
like, no, you gotta give
all
me a
because
snap,
listen,
Dina.
all
I'm not giving you
Dina,
shit.
listen, you need to understand all because I own this server doesn't mean that I'm required to suffer alongside of you for Jabel's decisions. There's a reason I put him in charge of certain things.
No.
For my amusement.
You're supposed to be our fearless leader, Nick. You're supposed to be our fearless leader. You should
Preach
have
it,
sat there and
sister.
suffered with us.
No, I did listen, have you not looked around at the modern age and seen what leadership means these days? I did exactly what a good leader in America is expected to do. I complained and then I left early.
Oh, you like just. Oh God.
Oh,
Hold
home is where I want to be.
Time out. Skull, you should definitely watch this movie because you're going to see more pussy than you will ever see in your life.
Oh.
Oh, I thought
Did you say that to Nick?
honestly, no. For a moment there, I thought Jables was trying to convince you to give it a second watch through so that you picked up on all the little nuances and twists you maybe missed the first time through.
No. Jables wouldn't do that.
It can't be worse. Can't be worse than Rubber.
It was like a David Lynch.
Dude, it's bad.
Okay.
It's definitely fucking weird.
Imagine
watch this movie.
imagine like David Lynch suffered really serious head trauma. Yeah. It's kind of what that was. It's kind of that film. Yeah. It was like Eyes Wide Shut, except everyone's eyes
Let's
were
watch
wide
it
open.
again, and I'll watch it with you guys.
But Nick, you can't say that for a fact because you didn't watch the whole movie.
No, I can. Listen, I've seen how Metacritic scores work. I know what is involved in reviewing films.
No.
All in favor of watching it again?
No.
I watched the trailer, and my cousin was a PA on the movie, so I'm pretty sure I got a more or less solid beat on what it was about.
Yeah,
no, there's no way. No.
Scully, never again.
Scully,
It can't be worse than the Tusk.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
can.
worse. Yes, it's worse.
It's worse.
Okay, I'm looking this up.
I would
Give me a sec,
rather
give me a
watch
sec.
1,000 fucking
Scully,
times.
I'm probably...
I still don't know what the fuck is up with that spider.
I just love how Skull is like, he's just like, he's accepted his nature. He's like, I'm gonna be depressed and hate the world. I might as well feed that beast as much as I can. I'm gonna go check this movie out now. Like, it's like, it's like if you legit thought Tusk was the worst movie you've ever seen, and then someone's like, no, this is worse. Like, well, I'm gonna have to watch 10.
Right? No,
It doesn't look that bad.
No, this is not us telling you don't watch it so that you will. This is us seriously doing an intervention for you, Scully.
No, that's hang on. Don't drag me into your Dina. Don't drag me into your. Yeah, don't drag me into your bullshit here either, Dina. Too, because I'm like, Skull, go watch it. Do it. It's fucking horrible.
No, you are all up in this bullshit, Nick.
Yeah. No, I'm fucking
all
no.
up in it.
Exactly.
No, you are dragged right.
Listen,
in the middle of it.
coronavirus has turned me into both an anarchist, and I'm also of the opinion that we need to cull the herd a bit now. The virus itself isn't going to do as much, so basically we got to circulate this new cringe version of The Ring to people. It's like when you watch it, within 7 days you'll kill yourself thinking that why couldn't you ever get a movie made? You know?
Catharsis, we've all seen Twisted Pair.
Oh yeah, no, fucking Neil Breen is the fucking god king.
I haven't seen it.
You've never seen an
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Wow. I don't know. I don't think Twisted Pair
It's not
was
that
the
bad.
worst of them though.
But Scully, seriously, if you watch Dick Shark, I will never speak to you again.
Don't.
Well, Jables just sent me the link.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it. I want you to commiserate with her pain.
No, this is a Misery Loves Company thing, Scully. No, listen to me. Don't listen to them. Don't watch that movie.
I see worse than this so far.
No,
You're
you
watching
haven't.
it now?
No, you've not. No, you have not. I can tell you that now.
I made better movies when I was 7 with just a fucking camcorder.
Okay, Scully, you're more than welcome to join me when I finally figure out how to stream John Wick, the trilogy. I guarantee you'll be more entertained and less traumatized by that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, basically, I think.
Wait, hold on.
Scully,
KNW in the chat. Yes, we all need more cheerleader ninjas in our lives. I totally agree with that.
Okay, how's
Look,
this?
Scully?
Have any of you seen Pastor Raptor?
No.
What?
I've heard of it.
It's a pastor that turns into a dinosaur, and there's ninjas.
Yeah, I would rather watch that than Big Shark again.
Yeah.
That sounds
No,
wholly
that-
delightful and endearing.
I just love.
I have seen that, and no, Scully, it's not worse than Dick Shark.
I just
It
love
is nowhere near the level of
Jables was lobbying harder for Dick Shark than a Goldman Sachs rep asking for a bailout at that point for like
and I have
2
regret.
weeks. And then we got there. And now it's like one of these things. It's like, you know, it's sort of like his first experience with like a really big chick. It's like, well, no, I don't regret it. I wouldn't do it again, but I'm glad I sat through it the first time.
This is not a movie. This is a
look,
porno.
This is
No, it's a movie. It's not a
really
porno.
not. I mean, yeah, it could be classified as one maybe, but it's really not. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, this movie was an excuse.
So I was a very big fan of like garter belts and thigh high stockings before I saw that movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got it from Troll myself. Turned me on. But no.
It ruined garter belts and thigh highs for me.
Yeah, well, this, I mean,
goddamn, that one chick's shoes. Like,
this is the gayest motherfucker on earth. Watches like a Mark Maron special, can't get over his pants, and then ends up sitting down to watch this. He's like, "Oh my god, her shoes were so extra, you basic bitch, you."
No, they weren't even extra.
No,
they
weren't
flat
extra.
Out terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
It was a green ribbon with kind of like a bottom that looked like a cow design. It's dumb.
Look, there's only one pair of shoes like that in the entire world, and they were made by a blind person with one finger. They're just fucking horrible.
Okay.
They're terrible. And we're not, I don't know. That's just how it came out. They're awful shoes. Don't mind me. I'm so traumatized. I'm going to shut up.
It's just like, hang on, you're traumatized by how bad this movie was. And mind you, right? Mind you, Wednesday. Fucking, again, I love Beardy's the one person. He's like, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you.
Let's not forget that the Dick Shark somehow has like mind control powers too.
I don't give a fuck. Sorry, no, listen, I really don't give a fuck about the quote-unquote plot to that quote-unquote film. The trick to it. The real trick to it,
That's
right?
not even a plot. That's just a thing that kind of happened.
No, the entire film was an excuse for this really herby douchebag to feel up suicide girls. And I loved, my favorite part about that was the really uncomfortable look in their eyes while it was happening. Like, you know, they've gone and done some really dark and sullied shit to feed their 5 bastard children. But then to see them standing there feeling more humiliated than perhaps anything since that time their science teacher touched them in 7th grade is like, it's emblematic of what the whole project was about. It's like Blair Witch for an incel. That was all it was.
Like Scully, I've got to ask Scully a quick question. When you said the editing's not bad, are you talking about Dick Shark or... Because if you're saying that about Dick Shark, you are not currently watching Dick Shark.
No. Here's the thing about editing. There are extremely, extremely bad things they could have done to make this worse than it could have been. I'm just going to say that.
And are you...
Wait. To be fair to Scully, he's only about like 3 minutes in. So,
I jump cut.
Seriously, if you are watching this movie, stop.
No, just keep it up, dude. Keep going.
No, do not listen to Nick.
No, keep going. Always listen to me.
Don't listen to Nick.
No, watch the full movie and see if you can explain the spider.
Shut up. Jables, stop. Stop it. Both of you and Nick, stop it. Stop it. Scully's young. He's got his whole life ahead of him. Don't do this to him. Don't do it.
Not his whole life. He's lived a good amount of it, and he's never getting that back.
Yeah.
No, he's still pretty young. I kind of got to side with Dina on this one. He's still pretty young.
I just hate people.
Don't go Dina's side because I'm only my age.
No, Scully, dude, just don't.
Watch it.
Don't.
Watch the movie.
I seen worse. Trust me.
I want you to open an Excel spreadsheet, and then I want you to create a scorecard for the crawling buttholes you see in that film. Because they're all over the place. They're constantly crawling slow motion with their assholes just wagging at the camera. Yeah, I want you to rank them.
Yeah, do a nice labia count.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, put timestamps. Just write it down with like labia and give them all nicknames. So like, purple-haired Planned Parenthood frequent flyer, her labia is visible at 2 hours and 5 minutes. And my God, you could sail a schooner with that thing. That's it.
Scully,
Hold on.
Scully, you will really like the third girl that dies. I know you're too.
Oh my God. Scully, do you trust me?
Yes, I trust you.
Don't watch this movie.
Watch it.
Watch
it and then open a Tinder account with that movie in mind. Promise you won't be disappointed.
Nikki, back me up on this. I know you haven't seen it, but
Dude, okay, Scully. When I
may or may not have dropped the link into the chat.
oh my god!
Hey, Jables, whoa, Jables, whoa. Listen, no, listen. That link doesn't belong in the Twitch chat if you're not gonna put it in the YouTube chat too.
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's my bad. I'll put it in the YouTube chat.
Yeah. There's 11 people over on YouTube right now who are dying to see what kind of horrible hatchet wounds appear in this Swamp Thing fan fiction.
Okay, hear me out, Scully. Now, when I jumped into the Discord on Saturday night when they were watching this fucking thing, they wouldn't let me in. Okay, they told me to leave. You know how I am. I am a total pervert. Nothing offends me in that regard. And if they are telling me not to watch it, somebody that has experienced some pretty hardcore shit in their life, trust me on this.
I'm not. No one's trying to say it's a good movie.
We only kept watching it because we were too deep in to stop.
Yeah, nobody's saying this was a good movie. Like, nobody's saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I had to experience maybe a third of it or something. Skull does too.
No.
And then he can go.
Disagree with you.
Then he can get the merch.
We're gonna have our first argument. Isn't that
Nick, you have no fucking right to talk about this movie. You did not sit through it.
No, but listen, I also have no right to claim public assistance, but I do that too. So, how about that? Yeah.
I want to get a small word in.
Okay.
I am jump cutting this, and as I'm seeing this, there are many reasons why this deserves its bad rep.
But knew that was coming.
No.
Let him speak.
Jump around
Let him
and
goddamn
you won't
speak.
understand it.
Let
Look,
him.
You're not going to understand anything to begin with.
Let him speak.
Don't jump around. You will not understand. You'll understand less.
Let him speak. Let him do it. Let him express himself.
But what I'm seeing, it is not the worst thing I have seen.
Ha. That's right.
That's what we all thought in the beginning, but those of us that watched the whole movie figured out how wrong we were.
Yeah, well, how many episodes of Lily Sings Late Night Show have you watched?
I would rather sit through Manos: The Hands of Fate 1,000 times. Not the Mystery Science Theater 3000 version. Just regular old Manos: Hands of Fate.
You know, the funny thing is that Manos means hands in Spanish, so it technically is hands.
I know,
of fate.
and that explains how bad that movie is.
I'm excited.
But Nick, what did you say? Something about episodes? Asking me if I'd seen something? I don't know.
Oh, no, I was asking. I'm saying, like, if you're saying, you know, Dick Shark was the worst thing you've ever seen, I have to ask, have you ever sat through an episode of Lily Sings Late Night Show?
No.
Well, then,
you?
Okay, Miss Kosovo, all because I wasn't around to see the Nazis burn the Jews, Kosovo was clearly worse. Got it.
By the way, Nick, you were supposed to also host Teeth after Dick Shark.
Oh yeah, but no, that amount of Dick Shark, honestly, that like I was at that point, I'm like, nope, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna go fly. I'm gonna go.
Even know Dick Shark got huge. He got brain powers.
I'm gonna go play. Well, the worst thing is too. The worst thing was that. Holy shit. The worst thing was that, like, I signed off to go and play, like, No Man's Sky, and then I spent, like, 2 hours trying to get my VR rig to work, and it wouldn't. So I'm like, man, I missed Dick Shark for this. So.
And you sat there after you asked yourself that, you went,
Teeth wasn't actually.
Yes, I did, and I'm okay.
Well, that's the weird thing is, like, Teeth actually wasn't that bad a movie. It was ridiculous.
No, it's not that bad.
That was that one Teeth. Is that one movie where the chick has teeth in her badge or something?
Yeah.
Yes, because she was raped.
And
that's why we were trying to do a double feature with Dick Shark and Teeth.
The weird thing I remember about Teeth, though, was like not just the fact that like it was like, you know, it had a cohesive story, it flowed and it was watchable, but it was also very competently made. It's like, wow, okay, why did all this talent get together to do a decent job making this movie? It was kind of almost on the same level as Hard Candy, which, you know, granted.
Oh God.
By the way, just the Skyman in the chat. Dick Shark is so funny. Watching it now. Yeah, go ahead and watch that. And tell me that movie wasn't made purely so that one dude could just grope a bunch of chicks' tits.
What I'm seeing so far, yes, it does. It does look like.
Well, here I'm delivering my Matrix Revolutions dialogue to you. Well, feeling everything except your actual nipples or areolas, because you insisted on a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't play with the nipples, but the rest of the tits are good.
Well, see, that's just the sad thing, though, is like if you watch like a mid to low tier porn, they still manage to get slightly less trashy chicks than Dick Shark did. Because, like, you know, those girls are like,
no.
They look for deals on abortions. They look for like they keep waiting for that to Planned Parenthood to join Groupon. You know.
The quality of women deteriorate through Dick Shark, and then about halfway through it starts going back up. I don't know how, but like, yeah.
It's like, well, I was filming this.
Maybe I was just desensitized to trashy women.
It's like I started.
Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, you started. You just mean the quality of the actresses? You mean the talent? Yeah, because all those fucking epic line deliveries and shit. I could just tell, like, yeah, it's like, wow, Stella Adler served you well, purple-haired butthole lady. Oh, that's right, you had a face. I forgot about that.
I don't know if you guys
Catharsis says
Serbian
in the chat.
film. You ever heard of that movie, Serbian film?
No.
Yeah, I know about Serbian.
That's not the one where, like, the girl gets, like, abducted and brought to a rape house and then, like, has to escape, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I have seen that one. Yeah, it's got that one British actor that you recognize from shit as, like, the Serbian guy.
It's so fucking offensive. I couldn't. I was traumatized throughout the whole thing.
No,
but I couldn't.
okay.
It's like a train wreck, dude.
Okay, that's an interesting transition there, Mickey, because here's the thing. I watched that movie with this same, like, her name was, like, Leah. She was, like, 4'10". Gorgeous little, like, pixie redhead thing. And this is where I came up with the term broken as a Soviet sedan, because, like, this was the chick, we'd be out at dinner. We'd be out having drinks or be at dinner, and she'd just be on her phone. And I'd be like, all right, well, she's like 24. She's probably just on Facebook or whatever. It's rude, but whatever. And then, no, it turns out she's just on Tumblr looking at, like, gangbang rape porn. She's like, I wish that was me. I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah, that's what I'm into. Like, this is a girl, she left me because, like, we were dating, and she's like, I want to be poly. I'm like, no. She's like, but there's this guy, you know, there's this dude in his 50s who's, like, this BDSM master who, like, used to pop ice cubes in her ass. Yeah, she loved that kind of shit. I mean, the sex was a lot of fun with this chick, but it was funny because, like, when she dumped me so that she could go bang, like, Craigslist Johns, I got really drunk one night, and I logged into FTD, and I sent her, like, a bunch of flowers, and I forgot all about it. Because it was just like, oh, this will be funny tomorrow. So I do it. The next day I'm at work, walking around the beer shop. I get this email update on my phone. It's like, it's FTD, your flowers have been delivered. And I was like, ah, shit. And my coworker Margaret's like, what is it? And I'm like, I got drunk last night, and I sent Leah flowers. And she's like, oh, well, that's sweet. And I'm like, yeah, well, she dumped me. She's like, oh, you trying to get her back? I'm like, I don't think so. Oh, shit. And she's like, what? I'm like, apparently I sent a get well card. I'm like, oh, is she sick? Nah, she's just crazy. Anyway. Yeah,
Hey,
no, but
that's
she... Well, it was funny.
That's a nice breakup story.
Well, I remember when, like, towards the end when we were still dating, and, like, with us dating, really all it was, like, we'd hang out a bit, I'd make her laugh, we'd eat some food, and then we'd just fuck like wild, degenerate animals. And it's like, it was a lot of fun, I enjoyed it. But one time we were sitting down and, like, what was it? She had, like, it was like on cable, some Malcolm in the Middle fucking marathon that was just on, and we're just hanging out. And she's like, I'm gonna blow you under the sheet. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Your parents are upstairs, but they're elderly and blind. And so she does her thing, and then after she's like, hey, you want to watch a movie? I'm like, oh, I'm down for a movie. What do you got? So she throws on, and I'm guessing it's the same Serbian movie. So it's like, yeah, like, girl gets abducted and taken to, like, rape house and all that. We're sitting there watching, like, this is an intense, really fucked up, dark movie. This is like a rapey version of The Children Under the Stairs. And the weird thing is I'm watching it like, wow, this is taut and fucked up and intense, and it's a good film. It's like, it's like really like gross and compelling. And I look over at her, and she's like wetter than a salmon's knapsack over the idea of being some Serbian sex slave getting fucked out by like mass murderers on a daily. Like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna introduce you to my family ever. No. But keep up with this rape fantasy stuff. Later on, I'm gonna tie a bit of fucking chicken wire around your neck.
Yeah, I watched it with my hubby, and I think you're thinking of something different that is almost equally offensive as Serbian film. Like it's just nonstop horrible fucking human beings doing god awful, terrible fucking things. And the premise is that this director wants to make a film. Like a porn film.
Oh yeah, this is a different one. You're right. Yeah.
It's really fucking terrible. I do not recommend it at all.
Hang on. Kosovo sex slave movie. That's a really bad thing to put in my Google search history, but okay. No, because this was a weird one, because it was just like, I think it took place in Kosovo, and like the whole story is like these two girls get abducted by these like
martyrs,
army guys, and then like one of them gets shot in the head, and then they just like bring the other one to this house where they just keep pumping the girls full of heroin and like whoring them out to like whatever soldiers come through. And
I think it's called Martyrs.
It might be it. I don't even know. Well, I saw it this one time. A really fucked up movie about just this like Hugh Burnett getting like dragged into like a sex slave dungeon and watching her friends get like brutally murdered, and then she's like pumped full of heroin, and like old fat Serbian fucking guys come and bang her. And I was just like, wow. And then again, this is the movie like my girlfriend at the time is just like salivating over. And I was like, what kind of shit are you into? She's like, I really like humiliation. I'm like, huh? She shows me this whole video of this like this porn whore getting gangbanged in a retail storefront window shop. Like, wow, somebody did stuff to you before you were ready, huh? And it was so nonchalant. She'd be like, I don't know, I think so, maybe like my uncle or something. Like, oh, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, your damage is like, I don't know. It's just like, maybe this thing that happened maybe my dad fucked me, I don't know.
Oh Christ.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I tried.
Really,
I tried to.
Unbelievable.
I tried to get her. Well, I loved it because I tried to get her into a threesome with this really hot blonde nurse that I was like off and on sleeping with, and like she was the first one. She's like, "Did you look in her face?" I'm like, "She's got a pretty face." She's like, "She's pretty." Did you look at her eyes? I'm like, "They're pretty." No, those are fucking crazy eyes. It's the craziest eyes I've ever fucking seen. No, I'm not going anywhere near that bitch. If it was anyone else, I'd be down, but no, not her. Like, oh, but she's like 4'10" and has red hair. Oh wait, that's literally all I can see. Whoops, whoopsie, my bad.
Isn't it a shame that the freaky ones are absolutely batshit crazy, and they're usually the ones that are interested in doing, doing the kinky stuff? like they're just fucking insane.
Yeah, but I mean, that's kind of par for course. There's a weird thing too, though. I noticed in general, like, I'd look at like online dating apps, and like half the girls that they're like, "I'm poly, I'm in a committed relationship, I wear poly," which means like, and then you see that one picture of her with her life partner, and you could tell like a stiff breeze would break this poor boy's bones. You're like, oh, I get it. You like security and strange, and his options are so limited that he can't say no. Okay.
Pretty sad.
Yeah, well, it's what it is. I can't judge everyone. Simply don't have the time. All right.
We tried poly, Frank and I, and it didn't work too well because we just kept finding people that were like, I don't know, just like not self-sufficient or, just really.
Okay. Bread.
Hey.
Oh, you going ready to bed? You want to say goodnight?
I just feel like I woke up. I don't want to go to bed.
Good night.
Good night what?
Night, Quino.
People.
Not potatoes? No. Are we done with potatoes? Yeah. And they're not plebs anymore? Okay. I'm going to see you after bed. I'll be right back, guys.
Quinn.
We're plebs now, huh? Huh?
Good night, Quino.
Now while the cat's away, the mice can play.
I don't think that's how that works, and you said that severely creepily.
So Brett isn't here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brett, I'm so glad you joined us.
Why? Oh no, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it, man. It brings you back fucking PTSD right now. I don't want to fucking talk about it, man.
Your username speaks volumes about how traumatizing that Dick Shark movie is.
You didn't even fucking watch it. We told you to get the hell out.
I know.
What about the spider?
We don't.
See, I watched
the good ones.
shit.
No, Brett, there's several people in the chat right now watching the movie.
Oh, they're watching it now. Oh no.
It's almost like if you tell people not to do a thing, they can't wait to fucking do it.
We told you to save yourself.
Well,
Why don't
Mickey
you
still
listen?
hasn't seen it. Mickey still hasn't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's because these guys are kids, man. You tell them not to do something, and they want to do it.
It's
honestly.
Skull, shush. You haven't seen the whole thing. It gets worse.
It gets
Trust
so
me,
much
in the
worse.
beginning, it's not bad.
Skull,
Terrible fucking movie.
Wait, Brett, Skull's been jumping around through the film. He hasn't been just watching it.
Oh my god, yeah. The only reason why that movie is 2.5 hours long is because the dude uses a shit ton of slow-mo.
Yeah.
This movie could literally be a half hour.
A shit ton of slow-mo keeps replaying the same footage of some
He
chick's
keeps
ass.
looping footage.
But guys, that soundtrack. Am I right?
Wait. No.
Soundtrack is garbage.
Sorry. It's not their ass that's in focus. Their ass is up at the top of the screen. What he's trying to focus on
He gets the little
is
gap
their
in the
beef
thigh where
curtains.
the fucking badge is, man.
Here's what I'm kind of the music.
Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know, Mr. Beelzebub here. He's a radio host in New Jersey.
Oh, is
this
he?
Man has the 12. Yes. He has the 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. spot, like slot.
Oh.
This man
really?
also
Wait,
grew up out of the
Brett,
fucking
when did you do this research on Beelzebub?
I did this research while we were watching the goddamn movie.
Can't blame him.
I'm just like, who the fuck is this Beelzebub dude? Yeah, no, this guy he has a slot on New Jersey radio for 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. means they can play
They're
relative to
going
whatever the fuck they want.
I gotta be honest, like that makes me respect him and his whole film a bit more. Like, damn, dude.
I can't because it's just a creepy dude. Like,
No,
it's just
no,
a creepy
no,
fucking
no.
dude that gives an excuse to fucking grope
Okay.
women at this point.
Okay, so
Nick, I'm about to fucking slap you because you didn't sit through the entire fucking movie.
No, I won't.
No, Nick.
You watch me review. You watch me leave reviews of Amazon products I don't own for years, and you're surprised I'll form an opinion about a movie I didn't watch.
I could hear tears in Bread's eyes. Well, he said, "We're almost there, guys. We're almost through it."
I was going full fucking Braveheart, man. It's like, oh!
You know, I'm starting to feel
We can do this,
resentment here,
guys. We're almost
Why don't
there.
you want to? Why don't
Oh
you
my
want to
God.
traumatize me, and you want to traumatize Brad more than you
I
want to
do this
traumatize
for
me?
you.
Brad was hosting.
Goddamn. Starting to feel like a
And
third wheel,
I
damn it.
didn't feel comfortable leaving Brett alone. We're buddies.
No, you were there to laugh at my pain.
Yeah, no, and Nick said I had to stay to the end.
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
did.
kinda
Cool. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, no, you said
and you know
Peter and
what?
I had to stay till the end so that we could tell you about the rest of it.
Cool. I
God,
think
why
you guys
am
have
I
all done a
doing
really good
synopsis?
job at that, though. That's what I wanted to say. Is
Like,
you've all done amazing
spider
work.
rape, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I still don't understand the fucking spider.
Here's the
Well,
thing.
the premise for the spider is that it was his first test subject before his roommate, quote unquote, stole the formula that turned his dick into a shark.
Yeah, well, no.
I
Okay.
got that
Well, no,
much,
I
at least.
Yeah, I understood that. He used the dick enlargement cream on his spider first, and then his spider disappeared.
His spider
And so
got big as
the,
fuck.
that's
and
why the
apparently
spider's
really
going
fucking
around raping people. But there's no closing for the fucking spider. It just
There's no
happens
closing for the
to keep
dick shark
raping
really
people in
either.
the middle of the woods.
There's no.
At least the dick shark has psychic powers.
Dude, the dick shark lost his dick fin, man. And its literal
yeah,
dick.
that's right.
It lost
I don't
its
know.
dick fin out of fucking
There
nowhere.
was that chick that the dick shark raped.
Which one?
That she
The one at the end.
she sucked his dick fin, and she didn't remember being raped by him because apparently
what's
dick
that
shark.
fucking-
Here's an
like,
important question,
memory-
though.
Has like some weird memory juice.
Did Dick Shark as a film, as a piece of art, yes, did it pass
not
the
art.
did it
I would not call
shut
it
your
art,
whore
no.
mouth? Did it pass the Bechdel test? Is what I'm really curious about.
Can you
Well,
elaborate
like,
what the Bechdel test is?
What do you?
It needs two female characters to spend
Oh, it's got plenty of those.
to spend a certain amount of time talking about something other than a male character.
No, none of the female characters talk to each other.
No, none of them talk to each other. It's
none
all
of
the
the
dudes
yeah,
talking
none of
to
the
them.
female characters. Yeah, none of the female characters interact with each other.
You see, that's the golden opportunity that was missed, though, because if he could have written that masterpiece film in a way that, yeah, granted, 20 to 30% of it is just this creepy fucker just like groping on
it's like
tits.
almost
Hold on,
60%.
hold on, hang on, hang on. Listen, follow me. Shush, quiet, everyone. My point here is that I wish a movie like that could technically have enough scenes where it could pass the Bechdel test. So it's like in between Dick Shark raping these cam whores, they're sitting around saying, I don't know about that Bibi Netanyahu guy. Fuck it. It's like, wow, these girls got big brain geopolitics thinking.
No, they don't have that.
Hold on. There is that one scene where those two chicks talk to each other.
Which scene was that again? Which scene was that again?
That was the one with the two, where that weird random guy came in, talking to this girl.
Oh,
that,
the fucking
no.
the bald
talking
dude?
to the. No, not the bald dude. It was just a weird random scene where he's talking to this young chick who looks like she's probably his stepdaughter, and that other blonde, and a redheaded chick that looks like his stepdaughter, and then some older blonde lady, and they get in the pool and they're like splashing about, and you're like, oh great, now Dick Shark got into.
Oh, that random ass fucking scene that has no.
Yeah.
They didn't even talk.
That doesn't matter, and those
They didn't even
characters
talk.
never show up again. So yes, that
They
movie
never
does
even
have
talk!
the Bechdel test. Yes.
They never even talk to each other, just in the same scene.
I think I brought too many people into this room.
I think so.
Yeah.
Pain.
No, but can I hold on? I want to answer Dead Wolf's question. Why are we talking about Dick Shark? I think this has turned into a therapy session for those of us that watch the entire movie.
Everybody.
This is a tale of what not to do. Do not watch Dick Shark.
Yeah, they all have to
Yeah, but
unpack.
nobody's listening to us, Fred.
Obviously.
Not even
Well,
Scully.
yeah, I know you're on my channel. No one watches this shit.
We're just expressing our trauma right now.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
It's a place for everyone to
It's just-
heal.
Okay. It's funny how the description says this is not a porn movie, but a
It's softcore.
tragic sci-fi horror.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. It
Yeah.
also-
Well,
It's
like
basically
I said,
bad skinemax.
you're gonna see more pussy during this movie than you'll see for the rest of your life.
Oh.
Yeah, you see
Hang
it.
on.
This creepy
Hang
dude
on.
fucking-
No, Brainwashed just sent me this, and it's not related to Dick Shark, but it's fascinating.
Okay. As long as it's not related to Dick Shark, I will give it a chance.
Look at it. Just it's amazing in my.
I'm scared.
Oh no, salmon.
I don't know how to feel about this.
It's a salmon ATM.
The
You can get
So I
salmon.
can just buy salmon out of an ATM now, huh?
Yeah. I love this.
World's
This is the
first
world-
Norwegian salmon ATM. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. What does that say? Dear Singapore, what?
Dear Singapore, we wish you the best of your health and stay safe.
Mr. Manish Kumar, inventor of the Norwegian Salmon ATM and managing director.
Yeah.
Fuck. This
This
can't
is
stay.
great.
Worldwide
Hang on. Listen.
Brainwash, is this real?
Well, I don't give a shit.
This has to be real.
Listen, I am about
from
to.
Onion.
I am straight up. I'm gonna do this right now from the Saints email. Right. Just gonna hang on, blank this up. I'm gonna write to them. To see if they're interested in a sponsorship deal with my show.
I wouldn't.
Oh, that would be so fucking dope. Got
Dude.
sponsored by Salmon ATM.
Yes, exactly.
But then we'll have another Russian conspiracy then.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Norway is not Russia.
Norwegian.
Taking money.
This is Norwegian, damn it!
Taking money from a foreign government.
It's not a government. It's a company, for fuck's sake.
It's Norway. It's not even a place.
It's fucking.
It's barely a country.
No, Nick already gets foreign
No,
money
it's
because
Norway.
Larry
They are-
sends him money all the time.
Fuck it, just send the goddamn message.
It's Norway. It's Norway. They are Vikings, but like that.
We ain't
let's
Vikings
ignore that
anymore.
for a minute.
Yeah, they're
Dear
Vikings.
Salmon ATM.
They're Viking stock.
Wait, is it an
They make the
LLC or a
Vikings out of this.
corporation? Wait, is it an LLC or not?
It's limited, so it's a corporation.
So
It's Norwegian Salmon.
ATM LLC.
No, it's Norwegian Salmon Pte Limited. All rights reserved.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
make sure that is the header.
Yeah. No. Dear, I wanted to. Dear Norwegian.
The whole thing. Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it in that font so they know I just cut and pasted it.
Yes.
I am highly intrigued by this new cryptocurrency you are putting out.
Yeah. Follow social distancing.
Fishcoin. Fishcoin is a game changer. I can carry 6 pounds of this home under my arm in this climate of social distancing, and after about 6 minutes of hot sun with that fish, everyone avoids me. It's amazing. I'm writing you today not as a fan of your super convenient fish offerings, which I feel
Misspelled
should
convenient.
which
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's spelled correctly.
Yeah, it didn't get picked up. I don't give a shit. Listen,
didn't fucking spell correctly, Jables. It's fine.
which I feel would be right at home next to literally any Redbox machine anywhere. But rather as the head of a media conglomerate, which encompasses many varied media properties. All of this is true, by the way.
Technically.
And I was hoping you might be... yeah, of course you spaced that out, don't you, boy? Might be interested in a partnership of sorts. Something akin to a sponsorship, only exactly like a sponsorship in both form and function.
Bring up sushi.
I make so much sushi on my own at home without anyone else to enjoy it because of social distancing. And also, I'm kind of hard to get along with. But my real point here is that given... oh, what the fuck? Who's at my door now? I'm in the middle of this. I'm in the middle of something.
Damn it!
Hang on. Damn. I was just actually writing an email. Check this out. So, this company wants to sell salmon out of an ATM machine. I want them to sponsor my show so I can convince my audience, who is mostly supermarkets, by the way,
Totally.
to get in. But my real point is that given that over half of my regular audience are, in fact, supermarket chains throughout the American Northeast, I think we've got ourselves a serious gold mine of a growth industry that we can totally work together on. Picture it. The show opens up. I do my monologue, which is usually pretty hilarious. Then, before going into speaking to my celebrity guests, I stop and look straight at the camera and say, by the way, tonight's sponsor of Late Night Saints is none other than Fish ATM.
Spelled none wrong.
Shut the fuck... Non! It's French. Fuck off. Fish ATM. No. Fish ATM. You'll never have to deal with an essential employee in the seafood section. Again. Seriously. You keep saying you want 15... you saying you want some $15 in an hour in health care?
You put saying twice.
Oh, shut. You keep saying you saying.
We need to make this look professional, damn it.
That's the thing. It's a good point. Ha. Wait, where was I going with that? No, that's getting too political in the seafood section again. Why speak with some unlettered, doomed wage slave when you can just swipe your card and have a solid block of dead sea creature thump into the bottom half of this robot and send you on your way.
All right,
salmon ATM. It's the way of the future. Coming soon. Coming soon. Prep.
Supermarket near you.
Coming soon, catch our newest offerings where fresh lobsters are murdered in front of you for only $1.79 plus tax. No need to even go into the store, where you'll just catch coronavirus. Keep it safe, keep it salmon, keep it on the sidewalk. I think we've got a bright future here. And my representatives look forward to you returning this most sincere business inquiry. Hey, look at that. Sincerely, Nick Gruff, CEO and founder of Saints Media Group, LLC/LTD. That looks professional. Shit. P.S. Please be my sponsor. I really need one. And I'll even take payment in fish. And sent. There we go.
Actually reply.
Okay. They're gonna get back to me. That was some Shark Tank apprentice level shit right there. I'm proud of myself. Elon Musk and Warren Buffett can make out along either sides of my dick. I'm so good at this business thing at this point. So, that being... Shut the fuck up! I need to transition into the final portion of this show, and you're being really transphobic about that. So, Skull Maggot, are you gonna watch all of Dick Shark tonight?
Save yourself.
Save yourself. Can anyone convince you not to?
No.
You have learned well, my son. May God bless and keep you.
You fool!
All right, Dina, do you have anything that is not about Dick Shark that you would like to mention tonight?
No.
That's really all you got on the brain, huh? It's all you've got on. It's all you got on the brain. It's like no.
Trying to like stop people from watching Dick Shark, but apparently the Barbra Streisand effect really works.
You're just gonna start your.
Sully's gonna be.
You're gonna start.
Sully's gonna be traumatized.
You're gonna start your own humanitarian NGO. You're gonna get like UN funds. It's like, is this for like famine or war orphans? Like, no. We need to keep. We got to keep people from watching Dick Shark, because otherwise we're gonna have refugee camps of people who just want to get away from their own thoughts for a while.
Yeah. And when I get those funds, I'll sponsor one of your episodes.
No, that's the second thing on your list. The first thing on your list is you need to become one of the first franchisees of the Salmon ATM.
No. No, I'm gonna. I just want to learn his. No, I just want to learn his technology, and then we'll create one up here in Alaska for the Alaskan salmon.
It's just like we got crab leg ATMs. Norway, you're never allowed to win. All right. Well, Breadmaster, you were late here, but do you have anything you want to leave us with tonight?
Pain, PTSD, and for the love of God, stop.
Okay, Dick Shark had a very profound effect on a lot of people.
I did this for you!
And then I left you to it, which makes it even funnier to me.
I'm not talking about you, I did it for everyone else.
Bread, you got something out of it.
An erection.
Got the trauma.
You got it. Technically,
I got powers because I found it. I didn't get powers because I fucking watched it.
There is that one chick in the movie with giant nipples. So
Dina's, I just, you know what I really want to? I want to see like a really quick Twitter or TikTok video of some like really hardcore, done some nasty shit, 1,000-yard stare, like Navy SEAL motherfucker roll up on Dina at a fucking Whole Foods and just stop and be like, "You've seen some shit, haven't you?" Was it Afghanistan? No. Iraq? No. Dick Shark. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You poor soul.
Even I haven't seen
Poor soul.
3 tours worth, man. 3 tours.
I should get an extra money from the government.
You
just
know
for
what?
That,
No, you know
that
what?
alone.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get with like Caffeine Tweaker or somebody, and I'm gonna design like a new Twitch, one of those like Twitch emotes. It's just gonna be a purple heart, and then I'm gonna give it only to people who sat through the entirety of Dick Shark. That way, everybody knows. A grateful nation thanks you for your sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
2.5
good time.
hours of no artistic.
No. Hold on.
whatsoever.
Hold on. They wanted to make a sequel to this movie.
I want them to make a sequel to it. I'm not.
Movie this man also made. I'm sorry for raping you.
Yeah, I'm sorry for raping you. Was was gonna be his opus, but then he got a broader,
But Dick Shark
bigger
came
vision.
on. He's like, nah, bro.
Yeah. So Mickey's up next. Mickey, what would you leave us with tonight?
To change the subject a little bit, I want to shill my husband's shop. He's an artist, and he has a online shop with clothing. It's
You've
and
got
other
Etsy
things.
account.
And
Not your turn.
no, it's not Etsy. It's
Well,
another.
link it in the general chat, and I'll spray it all over the internet.
Okay.
Like I was releasing my sharky goodness all over the faces of the eager, bright-eyed youth of America. That was a sentence I spoke, and now it's on the record forever until the takedown notice.
Okay, general chat, posting now.
Yep. So this link I'm gonna give you guys. This is to Mickey's hubby's art shop. He makes merch. He makes all kinds of shit. Go check it out. As soon as if she ever gets the fucking link posted. Come on, Mickey. There we go. Whoa, that's intensity. All right. So we're gonna copy this link here. We're gonna pop it into YouTube first, cause it's redbubble.com. Bubba boom boom boom. There you go. So go check that out. And if I remember, actually, it's pointless putting it in the description. No one watches these YouTube videos. But still, yeah, it's a good show. So last up, we got Jables. Your final words tonight, my friend.
So.
It's like so many places. Where do I begin?
To work through my trauma, I will be reaching out to the many groped actresses that were in Dick Shark to get them as a guest on the pre-show.
Absolutely.
Which is every Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m.
Fucking piece of shit shill. I want to know how much they were paid.
Now, I'm assuming this was a SAG-AFTRA.
We'll get into that. Like,
You're assuming they survived.
I just need to.
Well,
yeah, he just needs to find their OnlyFans account.
Skull's not wrong. I am assuming that they survived, but
why would they be dead?
You know why?
You've seen the movie.
You have a point, but still.
Anyways, if anybody could help me reaching out to these actresses.
Was there even a post-credit like where they actually went into how
Yes,
like
there was.
all characters?
I'm not entirely sure.
I couldn't remember because all I remember was the last 5 minutes just being soundtrack.
Well, listen, I mean, there is an IMDb for it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I forgot about that.
Yep. And let's see. Kayla Brown, Rachel Crow, Aaron Brown. Oh, my God, they got sisters. Lydia Lale.
Brown's last common name.
Yeah, here, I'll just put it in the general chat so Jables can find it. That way he can reach out to these ladies. Oh, wow, he made this.
With a picture.
Yeah, it's nothing but like terrible fake porn. This was made for $6,000, by the way. Dick Shark cost $6,000 to make, which
that is more than it should have been. But you have to pay all these actors somehow.
That is $5,500 more than I got for this show this month. Why? Where is the justice? That's what I'm asking.
But Nick, you don't actually have a legitimate radio show.
Oh, his name is Bill Zebub.
Yes. His little name for this is Beelzebub.
He's known for Night of the Pumpkin, Jesus the Total Douchebag, Worst Horror Movie Ever Made, Kill the Scream Queen. This year he's done. Hang on, 2020 he's completed Boogers of the Antichrist. Last year it was Black Metal, the ultimate documentary, Horror Odyssey, Clowna Nostra, Don't Drink the Milk. 2018
The Lesser Evil.
Exploitation, A Devil's Wind, Santa Claus, A Horror Story, Santa Claus, Serial Rapist, Do Unto Others, Trust Your Photographer. Then Dick Shark 2017 is magnum opus. Metal Retardation Volume 4, 50 Shades of Scarlet, Nightmare on Elmo's Street, Loving a Vegetable, The Lesser Evil, Holocaust Cannibal, Scienceless Fiction, Amuse Me, Lessons in Love, Indie Director, Jesus, the Daughter of God, Extreme Metal Retardation, Disgruntled Employee, King of the B Movies, Surreal Sicko, Jesus, the Total Douchebag, Captive Audience, Ant Farm Dickhole, Rap Sucks, Black Metal, The Music of Satan, I Told You Not to Call the Police, Zombie Christ, Forgive Me for Raping You, Night of the Pumpkin, Death Metal, Are We Watching You Die, Pagan Metal, a documentary, Ravage the Scream Queen, Breaking Her Will, Metal Retardation, Dirtbags, Evil Never Felt So Good, Frankenstein the Rapist, Black Metal, The Norwegian Legacy, Metalheads, The Good, the Bad, and the Evil, The Worst Horror Movie Ever Made, the remake, Spooked, The Most Offensive Comedy Ever Made, Ass Monster, The Making of a Horror Movie, Dalla Morte, Rape is a Circle, Stereotypes Just Don't Disappear into Thin Air. I want to see what that one's about. The worst horror movie ever made, Bad Acid, The Crucifier, Jesus Christ, Serial Rapist, Schizophrenia, Kill the Scream Queen, Death Metal, a documentary, Dirtbags, Armpits of Metal, and then Dirtbags all the way to 2002. This guy is prolific. I'm gonna add him on Facebook.
Let's not forget to mention the 46 plot keywords, which are breast squeezing, raped by monster, phallic symbol, female frontal nudity, female nudity, Misty Monday, penis enlargement, absurd, swimsuit, Caucasian,
shit! I found him.
panties, white panties, lingerie.
Hang on.
Open vagina, katana sword, immortality, reunited with girlfriend, philosophy. Sorry.
War axe.
No, here's the thing. Hang on. I just sent a friend request via Facebook to Mr. Zabub there. I'm gonna get Bill Zabub on the show to talk serious cinema, and then maybe I'm gonna try and invite Kevin back, just so that I can drag his IMDb rating down a few 100,000 points. I'm gonna be like, hey, I got a guest director for season 2 of Upload if you're interested. He's got a lot of experiences working with amateur actresses. So, I guess that's what I'm gonna leave the show on. Everyone, make sure to check out the pre-show on Friday with the Jables. Check out Mickey's hubby's art and creation site there. Pray for Dina. Just pray for her. Encourage Skull Maggot to buy the deluxe home edition DVD with the director's commentary and the alternate endings to Dick Shark.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And
Terrible person.
I'm kind of.
I am horrible.
Skull, don't do it.
You are bad. Don't
save
do it.
yourself.
I am a bad person, and I never pretended otherwise. So, what I'm gonna do now? Well, I got this sent to me here just now, $3. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake! If anybody wants to actually send me any money, now's a great time to do it, because the show's about to end, and you can send me money afterwards, but I won't be here to be happy about it. That being the case, let's play ourselves out with this classic bit of cinematic history coming straight from our own boy Kevin Smith. Kevin, I hope when you watch this episode, it makes you blubber and cry, because you're just so cute when you do that. In the meantime, come on back for movie night tomorrow. We won't be watching Dick Shark, I promise. We'll find something worthwhile to watch. I'm not sure what yet. Might be stand-up comedy, might be something else. Who knows? We'll figure it out. In the meantime, this has been your Monday night. It'll be something. It'll be something. So here we got.
Can we watch Deathly Hallows?
Fuck! I'm gonna No. I'm gonna play in your blood. Anyway. Good night, everybody. I'll see you Wednesday.
Do you sell videotapes?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Happy Scrappy Hero Pop.
1 second. I'm on the phone with the distribution house now. Let me make sure they got it. What's it called again?
Happy Scrappy Hero Pup.
Happy Scrappy.
She loves it.
Obviously. Yeah, hi, this is RST Video calling. Customer number 4352. I'd like to place an order. Okay, I need one each of the following tapes. Whispers in the Wind, To Each His Own, Put It Where It Doesn't Belong, My Pipes Need Cleaning, All Tit Fucking Volume 8, I Need Your Cock, Ass Worshipping Rim Jobbers, My Cut and 8 Shafts, Come Clean, Come Gargling Naked Sluts, Come Buns 3, Coming in Socks, Come On Eileen, Huge Black Cocks with Pearly White Cum, Girls Who Crave Cock, Girls Who Crave Cunt, Met Alone 2, the KY Connection, Pink Pussy Lips, oh yeah, and All Holes Filled with Hard Cock. Yep. Oh, wait a minute, what was that called again?
Absolute classic. See you guys again on Wednesday.